and things. We're live. Put my hat on, so I look smart. Ooh, there, we'll talk on. Pardon me. Okay, one there. T-shirt, right? A bit warm.
Hiya, John.
Hello, John Smith. John Smith.
Hiya, Barry.
Used to be brewed that. Wales, Wales. Hello, mate. NFU FC.
Okay.
Davison 85-1. Good evening.
Hiya, KK.
KK, hello. Don Mindingo. Hello there. Don Mindingo.
The Don.
The Don. Toro. Andere. Rira.
Hey, Darren. Hey, Darren. Geezer.
Looking good, thank you, mate. Hello, Darren.
Hiya, Ryan, Game TV.
Hello, Geezer.
Richard Kenyon, happy. Hiya, happy. Bonjour. I meant to say bonjour and they said happy. Crackers. Imperial. Hiya, Anthony.
All right, we're on. Hello, guys. It's me, Taxman, as usual. And Emma, we're back on. Scrappy's down there. My sister's in the kitchen on the spanner with Carol and a few others. Moderators. I'd just like to say we're praying and our thoughts and we wish Matt Legg and his wife a speedy recovery and all the Greek club, all three of them are suffering COVID. Paul's on tonight, but he's been speaking to me for an hour today. Tell me what's been happening. He's been really poorly. So, yeah, we've got to get better. I know prayers are with them and we're going to keep praying. They will get better. We're supposed to have Yummy on this week, but obviously the COVID and everything, everyone's been up and down. There's been lots of shenanigans going on in the background. So we're going to be speaking to Yummy tomorrow and see when he's coming on. And we'll announce it tomorrow on Monday when we're doing the show with him. But Matt Legg's supposed to be going as well, but they've had COVID, so they've had it really bad. So, our prayers are going out to them.
I can't think of a name. We got from Scotland. Hiya, John Miller. Hiya, Connor M.
Hiya, Connor M.
Right, anyone got any questions?
Any questions?
Any diet tips, any training tips, any tips at all? Brian can answer. I am Brian. Good evening to you both. Hiya, Sean. Hiya, CC. Thank you very much. Hiya, Wayne.
Hello, Wayne Little.
Hiya, Tyrone. Thank you.
All right, big fella. Yes, I'm all right, Wayne. Tyrone. Yes, I'm okay. Anthony Beckett. Hello,
where's
Anthony.
My spag bog? It's in the kitchen in a blooming pan. I'm going to shut it out.
You should have been here, Anthony. It was all made for you. It was all beautiful. So
I'm going to shut it out now.
I think I'm going to eat it tonight. Yeah. Good night last night. Emma's birthday is not till tomorrow. Another present. So we had it last night with Kevin in the Leeds Hotel. It was fantastic. Carol was there. Edwards, Lee Duffy's partner. There was
Carl
Valerie,
Tony Grange,
what you call her.
Elaine.
Elaine was there, fantastic lady. Tony Grange, very good night. Carl Valerie, cuddling, kissing me, loves me to bits. I love him too.
Jab Signature, hiya.
Hello, Jab
How's
Signature.
How's the recovery going, Brian?
I'm doing all right, mate. I'm just that right hand still there. I'm at the hospital on the 24th for another MRI. I'm supposed to have a record for MRIs. So I'm going in for that on the 24th, and I should know within a few days if I need a third surgery, which is the 7th vertebrae. They've done 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, but the 7th was bordering when they've had a look at it on the other MRI. I think that's why my right hand's not open, because that's the nerves of 5, 6 and 7, the ones that make your hands open. So they think it could be that, just touching the nerve. So if they do it, it'll be not a big operation. It's still going to be right at the very bottom. Could have been the top one, would have been better, but it's right at the very bottom.
Oh, thanks, Paula Greek, giving me another birthday. It's not till tomorrow, so I expect you to sing happy birthday down the phone again.
Yeah.
So it's gone on for 3 days on my birthday, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Sean Log, happy birthday for tomorrow. Thank you very much, Sean. And Ali saying hiya to Brian. Hiya up, Brian. Paul Bree, evening from Cockerill.
Hello, mate. One of the relations, probably, up there. There's that many of them.
Thank you, Davey Boy. Good to see you back, Brian. What's the best supplement would you recommend to help bulk, pal? Dialogue geezer.
It's about bulk yourself up. You've just got to eat plenty of food, mate. Good foods. Things like porridge, pasta, spaghetti bolognese, which Jesus said, even Sunday dinners, things like that. Good food, better than protein powders. If you can afford the protein powders, get the weight and eat every maybe 3 hours or so. Even eat on the night if you've got a very fast metabolism. I used to wake up twice a night and eat food, have 2 protein drinks, and it helps your recovery rate as well.
Jab Signature coming over to see family. Will come and say hello. Regards, Johnny. Johnny, do you know what? We'd love to see you again. And you're welcome anytime, so that'll be lovely. Great birthday weekend it is, Anthony. Thank you very much.
It is a great birthday. All things come for those who wait.
It does. CCCC, any tips on controlling diabetes for the elderly, not for me, or best foods to eat or to avoid?
Best foods to eat for diabetes is obviously you've got to be low sugars. You've just got to get monitored and make sure you get them. But the little machines are really good to get monitored. Then you know exactly where you're at with them, and just go and see the doctor and get a list off him of what you need to eat. The best thing. So it's not my thing. I know about the diabetes, but I would rather you see somebody who's an expert on like a doctor, because you mess about with that and you didn't see the struggle. You've got to read everything, even the tins of beans, how much sugar's in everything. It's so complicated.
Thank you, Jab Signature, for the happy birthday. I thank you, FD Chip. Thank you. Tommy Pickering, good evening to you too.
Hello,
good
Tommy,
evening.
Mate.
Dialogue Geezer, thank you, mate. Appreciate it for answering. Looking good for 74. Emma Domingo, if I had a spanner, I'd maybe hit you with it right now. Yeah. Paula Greek, more birthdays than the Queen. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Scouts VG, much love from Liverpool.
Hey, Scouts lad.
Keith Stevenson.
I like that kid.
All the best for you both. Keaton was great work. John Miller back in the day. Brian, who was the hardest man you come across?
Eddie Bjork was my fellow friend from Sunderland, toughest guy I come across. He was the only person to beat Viv Graham in the ring in a fight as well.
Your presents are over there, Paul Greek. Over where, Paul?
Over there.
Or thingy?
In the bag.
Or thingy?
Yeah, thingy.
What's the most you ever bench, Brian?
Just over £600. In a gym full of people in about 20 different gyms and in jail, isn't it?
Thank you, Andy Ali, for that.
Sorry, I've got a bit of a particularly coffee self today.
Jab Signature. Ernie knows my uncle Brian. Jab Signature said Ernie Bruton knows his uncle. Yeah, he's a great friend of yours, isn't he?
He is really good. I've got his number there and speak to me.
What's your PB on your BP, Brian?
And what? Personal best?
On your BP bench press, personal best.
I've just done that. I've just said 600 pounds.
Were there any famous women street fighters?
No.
Cheers, Brian, for the answer. Right, big man. Sorry. Right, yeah. 20 more questions.
Yeah, anyone been up to out? Christmas is coming. It's not far. It's around the corner. You can feel the cold, the nip in the air now. The ice is coming, like Baltic. I've got my thermal underneath this top, freezing. We had a good night last night, didn't we? With Captain Kev Kilty, and Melody was there as well, and Richard Kilty was there. There was loads of people. It was good.
Thank you, CCCC. Thank you for saying happy birthday. Yeah, it was lovely.
CCCC. Take a motorbikes, huh?
Snow predicted for next week.
Oh, snow predicted for tonight, I think. What's going on?
Are you, Matthew? Yeah, it was good at the pub. We bumped into, it was nice. He enjoyed came with his Missus Jill.
Oh, yeah, he enjoyed it.
That was lovely to see him.
Lovely to see them. So, brilliant people from Hartlepool. Lovely, all the respect and welcome. Lovely people. And good, few old school come to see me.
Yeah.
Middlesbrough with them.
Not some lovely lads. Carl Valley bought
one of the lads who looked up to me as a kid and wanted to train on the weights and stuff and boxing.
And Chrissy Ebbo.
And Chrissy Ebbo was there.
And Darren.
Yeah. All good lads. It was good.
Our groups of favourites, wasn't it? Should have another birthday next week. Was a great get together and people.
Next month, don't forget.
A good and cracking horse coming. Yeah, it's Brian's on the 16th, but we'll talk about that when mine's over.
Yeah, talk about that. Well over.
It hasn't even started
yet.
You
got a £1,200 phone for your birthday. What you going on about? £100 pair of shoes. One thing, you get another present tomorrow.
Enjoyed last night also from me and Jill. Thank you, Ian.
Yeah, thank you, Ian.
Yeah, everyone.
The present you have tomorrow, meet the dinner. There's one for you. I can take you to the pound shop for a present. No problem whatsoever. I've got 50 pence. What can I get for 50 pence in the pound shop?
What's your favourite part of Xmas to you both?
Oh, getting up in the morning and being with my beautiful wife watching TV.
Oh.
And having a lovely Sunday dinner and giving Scrappy bits and bobs. But we all have a dinner together.
I like watching
the Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
And I like the Fun Trap family's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
10-year-old films, the black and white ones are great. I think the Christmas Carol's called the black and white one with Alistair Sim. That's brilliant.
Brian's birthday is December the 16th, but he's not allowed to talk about it while we're still in November.
Next month.
Brian. Yeah. Did you ever see Pat Tate?
No, never seen him, no.
All the best from Frank White, Jab Signature. Love Arts to you as well. But we actually like Christmas songs as well, don't we? So we might,
I love Christmas songs.
Chrissy Evo, we might be doing like a thingy in Kev's pub, but me and Kev and Brian were talking about it the last couple of weeks. Right, so what we're thinking about doing is having some kind of night where we have like a sing-song. Right, like a karaoke thing, but we'll maybe do like raffles and prizes. But what we want to do is we want to get presents for people who haven't got presents and know, like say Christmas Eve, have go around and deliver them to people. So we're thinking about doing that, like a sponsored karaoke in Kev's Army.
I don't think we'll get many presents.
So I don't think we'll get many.
Maybe the quickest way to empty a pub in history.
Because we're just thinking, like, if we got all the presents and then all the people who needed kids' presents at Christmas, we could take them out. It's only a thought. Me and Kev were talking about it last night and stuff. Yeah. Freedom for the people, the Pogues. We like the Pogues.
The Pogues are brilliant.
Right. Where were you training, Brian, when you did your heaviest and was there?
I was training I trained quite a few times. And
who was there? Sorry.
I trained at what?
Did you say who was there?
I don't even
and was there better hard class cases than the ones today? Sorry.
Yeah. Miller, John Miller, it was called Peter Miller. I was actually when I did my first 500-pound bench press was in Mosaic Gym in Middlesbrough, above near the train station. And Paul Devick used to be all there and all them lots of people. And then I trained in Bower's gym where I benched 6 plates.
Yeah.
On the Smith machine, and I did six plates and a 5, I think it was, in Steel City. So there's not just the one gym. I trained all these gyms up here. Chrissy Mulcos and all them were there when I did it. And people like Mickey Flanagan's gym, Bridges gym. And I did over 600 pound there. I did over 800 pound squat there. So yeah, a lot of it's been videos as well.
Yeah, we like
on the YouTube channel. If you go on the YouTube channel, you'll see me doing a lot of heavy lifts on there. 1999. Yeah,
we like the Pogues. Are you Exposure TV?
I like Exposure TV.
Christmas Carol.
Exposure TV.
Ibiza, evening guys. Hope so well. I'll do Exposure TV. Job signature.
Yeah.
December needs some Xmas jumpers on for your lives. Yes, that's a good idea, Jab. Chris and God, don't ask me to sing. I sound like the cats. That's a good thing.
Well, the cats are better than you. I got told anyway. They're going to make more money with the cats. Ding, 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 ding.
Right, Brian, have you ever took a trip back up Scotland?
No, I haven't. Since last time I was 13-year-old. I moved down here when I was 3. The first place I moved up to Carvalley was in Doggy. North Ormsby was the first place we lived.
What's your tune to sing? Oh, we'll sing anything, Linear Project X.
At Christmas time's a good one.
Yeah, we sing all kinds of stuff, don't we? If you go back on the channel, you'll hear us. If you want to have a nervous breakdown, you can go and listen to them all.
That's all right. I thought people wanted to do what we should have done. I would have been bad. We were going to do one for Christmas. You know, we had the band and everything. People were putting guards and everything. We're going to do a Christmas song. Just to go to charity for children in need.
Yeah.
We'll probably do that next year.
Yeah.
Won't be surprised if it doesn't get number 1.
I know, probably will.
Yeah.
We'll make Exposure TV. You will have a line in it as well.
Yeah.
So a bit like Band-Aid. So I'll be done. Chrissy Evo. Some more culprits will get off here by tonight. Bert Anderson, looks like you're in a good shape, Mr. Cockerill. Thank you very much.
Starting to get there, mate. And all the fat's off. Then people say you've lost a lot of weight, but I lost about 36 pounds, but I put 28 pounds back on. But I'm trying to keep the fat off and put muscle on, which is quite hard to do. So you can try to keep as much fat off as you can. It's easy to put loads of weight on and look bigger than top. So I'm trying to get quality muscle on now. So that's the idea, because the less fat on me, the less weight on my knees and legs and back. So I'll be able to walk a lot easier.
Thank you, Martin Little. Are you Carol? Have you met Eddie Hall? Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Eddie Hall? No, I haven't met him, but he's absolutely fantastic when he did the deadlift. But he died doing that deadlift. He did a 500 kilo deadlift. He was there for 3 months. He didn't even know his own wife's name. So is it worth it? I don't think so. It's not worth killing yourself for, is it?
No. Bobby Kennedy, well, guys, right, so 2 seconds. 1 minute.
We won't be brought in any nonsense on you, just to let you know.
I've just
Yeah, just a few people asking.
Just the moderators, if you get any silly questions, I've just had to remove a couple. So if we do things we don't want to talk about, will you take them off for me?
Just this is called the positive channel. And you know why it's positive? Because we're positive. Yeah. We don't say he said, she said, he's done this and she's done that, and it's interesting.
So moderators, do your job.
Anyone doing good things, we could put it on. But anyone doing bad things, we're not going to mention it.
Come on, Don, get your spanner.
We haven't got the energy to do that. So let's get ready to rumble.
Don't get spannering them off. I know because I have to read them as well as delete them.
Yeah.
Right. Cheers, Brian. We'll look on your YouTube now. Oh, for the songs. Oh, I do mean the training. I hope it's the training, not the songs.
What?
Someone just said, cheers, I'll look on your YouTube now. I hope it's the training and not the songs.
Yeah, I hope it's the training.
Brian, in your taxing days, what was the biggest weight you scored?
In what money wise?
Yeah.
I got 250 grand in a fortnight holiday.
Crazy money, wasn't it?
Yeah, mad people. Well, the people had that much money. They were buying the houses off the government, and they were getting kicked out of the jobs, so they were getting 50 grand up front money, and they were buying books and selling them. And there was so much money to be made in the 80s. Now there's nothing. It's absolutely desolate. People had more. We were talking about this towards the beginning last time. People had more fun in the 70s, 80s than they do now with all this technology and everything they've got. Because you ran about and did things. Because you had 3 channels on your telly. And I was telling Tony Granger was talking to me. I said, Tony, when I was a kid, the electric used to go off in the 1970s because there'd be not enough electricity going around. The 3-day week they had, he thought I was making this up out of church leader, Tony. Really, I went, yes, there was no electric. It'd go off in 1976, 77. There was a water shortage because it was that hot that year. You had to go out and there was a big, a big barrel thing. And they'd give you enough water for each house every day. You had to go out with a big tub like that to get your water.
Yeah.
And then you had to get a bath. If you got a bath in an inch of water, and there was no hose pipes, there was a hose pipe ban. If you got caught with a hose pipe, you got fined. Yeah.
Lydia Project X, no, Wolves the Trollhunter, thank you for that. John Jacob Blinkon. Hiya Jacob, are you all right? I haven't been on Facebook for a couple of days, but we'll drop you a message. Rooster 347, hope you both have a good Christmas and New Year. All the best to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and all the best to you. Keith Swivenson, your living legend, Brian, respect to you.
Thank you very much, Keith.
What's your favourite country to visit?
Favourite country, I probably like Greece and Spain.
I like Turkey and Spain, yeah.
That's like Greece and Spain because they're so quick to get there and you don't have to wait for ages. When you go for long distances.
Yeah, I never fancied Turkey, but when I went, I fell in love with Turkey. Yeah, your living legend, Brian.
I fell in love with Turkey, if you like.
Chris Everton, hi Carol, was a great night. Same again, surprise birthday. Carol's quite AKR hungover.
Yeah, I've seen you had a few drinks last night, Carol. You're not used to them, that's what it is.
Great show, you're looking great now, Brian. Andrew Sheldon.
Thank you very much.
Fat Man Slane, Brian, you're looking great. Keep up the good work and God bless.
Guys, to keep watching the videos and keep. Oh, yeah, you only have to subscribe another couple, I think, and we've got 10,500. How good is that? I mean, it wasn't bad with the injuries and stuff. We've had a lot more, but at least I'm back. I'm training and I'm helping. I've been out last night, like I say, to not the nightclub. It wasn't like a nightclub, to the pub. And I was out mingling among people, jumping about sideways and moving about. So getting there now. I think another 5-6 months I should be back to normal.
Thanks, KKKK, watching us lift his depression. Thank you very much. Rooster, hope you're both good. Alfie Dobson, official. Hiya, Alfie.
Hello, Alfie, my pal.
Oh, you're a good singer. You could be in
Alfie's our... good, and he's in the movie, isn't he, with the Stairs movie?
Yeah, you could be in our Christmas special song we're going to do for charity next year. Yeah. And you can do all the singing and we'll mime.
Yeah, he's a guitarist as well, isn't he? And Maniac's a guitarist, and so's Lee Wortley, who's doing the Taxman too. But he's been a top musician for years and writes songs. Brilliant guy, and his wife Julie, lovely people. Yeah, probably watching.
We hope you're well, Alfie. Everyone got orders in a top-notch Scotch egg company doing delivery. Best grab this Christmas. Thank you, Don Mengo. Standpipes in the street. Carol, hi Brian and Emma. It's Olivia Duffy. I just want to say happy birthday for yes. Hi Olivia, thank you. But
Duffy's granddaughter.
But it's not till tomorrow, my birthday. Also, thank you though. That's lovely of you.
Yeah.
But it's tomorrow. But we just went out early, me and your grandma.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Olivia. Just checking out your live, legendary Dr. Apple. Thank you for checking it out, Mr. Dr. Apple. Damien Roberts, wow, Belter, mate. Were you with Duffy on that big score?
No, we mean Lee. We only got a couple of grand here and there. we never made hundreds of thousands of pounds. It was later on when the ecstasy started coming out in the 80s, in the late 80s and the 90s. That's when the big money was about. When the night clubs, when you could charge £15 a night for people to come in all night, and you'd have 2 nights, so it'd be 10,000, 20, 30 grand taken on the door in the night. It's a ridiculous amount of money.
Andrew Sheldon, what a good question. What about all the good things you did back in the taxman days, like helping local people? Have you got any stories of that?
Yeah, I remember going around with me, Liam Henry, with friends I used to have, and these kids were bullying this old man and woman who was about 80 odd, he was about 90 odd, and they were torturing them, putting laser pens in the windows and painting the windows and torturing them. So we went around, we chased them, and then we pretended to kick the door in, and I could have kicked it in. I pretended to get them, so they all ran out the back and got over the fence and got away. And all the people in the street come down, they put £100 together to give me. Nothing. So I came back about 3 days later, and the old woman came out and said, "Just wait there, you big fella." She come out, she's only this big, and she come up with a big apple pie for me. And I took the apple pie off her, tears in my eyes. I thought, brilliant, you know. And then another time we went to a house, a lady was getting the windows. Young lads were putting mud on the windows and everything. So I went around, "That's my nana's. They're fucking windows clean every week." They washed the windows until she passed away.
And then Kev Kilty told me one the other night of when there was a family living across the road from him and they couldn't afford Christmas, and Brian handed £500 to anonymously post through the letterbox, didn't you?
Kevin to do it,
thank you, Jacob. Brian, tell me about fear. Sean Pearson.
Fear, right? Fear. If you're frightened, fear. The most frightening thing about fear is fear itself. You don't know what's going to happen. If you start thinking about this is going to happen and that's going to happen, then that's the fear. So you start thinking about it, you've got to try and stop thinking in your tracks about it straight away and thinking about something else. Or watch a movie, or go and see a friend, or talk to someone. Fear is one of the worst things you can have, because you keep thinking what could happen, what might happen, what will happen. You can go on and on and on. You could just make yourself go crazy with it. So you just got to try and stop thinking about it and move on.
Yeah.
I know it's harder to do than say, but that's the best way to do it. Try and occupy your mind.
Linear Project Text, I remember when you had 50p slot on the back of the television.
Yes,
that's right.
Yeah, we used to have the one on the back of the television. Radio rentals, if I'm right, if you remember, guys. And it used to be the big, massive tellies, used to weigh a ton. And all you had is you had 4 buttons, and you could tune the telly with a button. And all you had is 3 channels: BBC One, BBC Two, and Time Tees. Yeah.
Do you remember party lines on the phone back in the 70s and 80s?
Yes.
Looking a lot more well on this lad, Brian.
Yes,
already
thank you.
10,500. Thank you.
Thank you. Brilliant.
Thank you to you, Silly Bollocks. Jean Billy, hi there. You both look so happy. Just started watching Brian doing training vids, and fractured my spine was compressed through T11 and T12. So thank you. Oh, bless you. We hope you're feeling better and speedy recovery. Ali Khan, hiya, Alistair. Are you all right? Mate. We've missed you, Alistair. Linear Project X, keep it up, big man. Remember the Field of Dreams. You build if you build, they will come.
Yeah, that's the film, isn't it? The one with the player baseball.
Yeah.
Is it Thingy Harris was in it? I think.
You look 20 years younger, Brian.
Somebody said 10 years last night. 3 people said. Yeah, it's all the stress has gone. All the good things are happening. Yeah. Looking forward, positive. With Jesus in your heart, the King of Kings. Your heart is a better place than it can be. The old days, having 100 grand and 200 grand hidden wardrobes and hidden under floorboards and all that type of stuff, it's gone. We haven't got loads of money, but we've got loads of love and loads to give and loads of help to help people. Which is a better way to live your life than living your life selling drugs and trying to tax people. It's not a good thing to do.
Yeah, I just catch up with some of these. Oh, thank you, Olivia. Andy Davis, hi there from Darwin. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. Mal sings a lovely song. Sorry about the last message. Didn't get time to finish it. Takes a little longer. Spelled dyslexic. Never give up in life. I've just a different way. You're welcome in Ireland anytime. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Irish.
Legendary Dr. Vakpoo. Big up the doc. I know I've heard of Dr. Is this Dr. Vakpoo? That's that I've heard of. Looking great, Brian. The channel pal.
Yeah,
you're okay,
you.
Doc. Exposure TV. I'm sure I've heard of Dr. Vakpoo. I'm sure I have on YouTube. So, Ryan Fitzpatrick, love listening to you and Wildman's story when about the police dogs going after the copper.
Yeah, that was a true story. That was Kelly knows about that. It was when he went. The dogs chased the police instead of me, and bit the policeman. And and I got over the fence.
Mel sings a lovely song of Riley. Happy Christmas, Brian and Emma. Unfortunately, I spend Christmas alone. Oh, bless you. Do you know, if you get lonely, you're always welcome to message us, you know.
Just message us, mate.
And
Christmas Day, that'd be
on
great.
Christmas
We're going
Day.
to do one anyway, Christmas Day on here for everyone who's on the road, everyone who's at home, depressed and things. So we're going to do one Christmas Day and New Year's Day. Get out.
And we'll try and work out how you bring people. Do it. If we do it on StreamYard, we'll be able to bring you all on camera. Like each one of you, do you know what I mean? So don't you ever think you're alone, Miles. A lovely song, O'Reilly. We're here for you. Yeah. Kev Mum, Exposure TV, all good, broad, and his go. Happy Saturday to you both. Thank you very much. Miles, happy Christmas. Sorry about the spellings. Yes, not bad. Kev, love my content, love and respect. Thank you very much. Legendary Dr. Akpu, Kevin Exposure, Miles, a lovely song of Ali. I hate Christmas, I'll spend it alone. As we just said, you won't be alone, we'll be on. So we'll be on watching you two is better
Christmas Day, we're going to come on
than watching Midsummer's Murderers. It's brilliant. Thank you, Auntie Ali.
Still being the Warwick's Murderers. Got a birthday. So Stevie should meet tomorrow. She'll say it's my birthday. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but wait, it'll run out at 12 o'clock tomorrow. I won't be able to milk it anymore.
Then she'll say it's my birthday in 365 days.
No, I'll say it's the anniversary, and then I'll say it's the anniversary of the engagement, the anniversary of meeting.
The ghost of Christmas past going to come to get you.
Brian, did the doctors ever try you on biological injections before your operation?
No, it was that badly gone there. The vertebrae, for another 2 weeks, the vertebrae were crushing the spinal cord, and they'd been severed from the neck down, so I'd been paralysed in a wheelchair. So I was very, very lucky I got that doctor to do that operation, or I wouldn't be here. I'd be in a wheelchair, but I'd be in a wheelchair for life.
Thank you, AJ. Nice one, Carol. Right, 2 secs. Paul B, happy birthday. Thank you very much, Paul. Bob Time. Brian, did your parents program you to work and earn money? I had a milk round and paper round, and a teenage son doesn't want to know. My dad worked on his life since he was 14. He used to work on the beach. We used to get coal on the beach. We'd rake the coal up on the beach. We'd have a big Bedford wagon, and we'd get £1 a ton. And we did 50 ton in one night. Him and a lad called Jimmy. My dad's called Jimmy as well, and we were on the beach. It's freezing cold, and made £50 that week. And I was on the YTS courses with Maggie Thatcher brought, and used to get £23.50 a week. So that's how bad it was in them days. But £23 the money in the air. Very true. 1981, that was. Exposure TV, Jesus Christ is the truth and the way and the only way. He certainly is. He is, King of Kings. Gary Cockerill. Hello, Gary, mate. Great guy. Yes, my brother. Emma's looking great. Oh, thank you, Gary. When you can't buy your love. What about me? That song says, you're right, it can. Yes, it's him, Emma. Thank you for answering that, Don. Andy Davies, Brian, would you go back to taxing? No. Stuck in a taxi car these days, even the logbook. Exposure TV, yes, the doc is a funny man, Emma. Do you know what? I've heard about him. It's all good, I've heard. But I'll have to check you out, Dr. Atpool. Definitely, for sure. And if Exposure says you're a good man, you'll see a good man. Linear Project X, Brian, what is yours and Emma's song? Oh, we like the Ramones, don't we? Yeah, the Ramones. What's it called? Baby, I Love You. Baby, I Love You. Yeah. Linear Project X, Brian. Oh, you've just read that. What an awesome pair. Hello from Liverpool. Thank you very much. Liverpool people, lovely people. Always polite and respectable. And get on with a lot of people down there. AJ. Yeah. Hello to you, son. Big up Exposure TV from the Isle of Man. Yep, certainly. Everyone who's on, if you want to nip over to Exposure TV's channel after this, or you go on to the link below our videos, you can subscribe to Exposure TV's channel. He's very funny as well. He is funny. And the ones he does, some of the people get annoyed, but some of them he's just having a bit of a laugh with and a bit of a joke. Yeah. He's just trying to make them laugh and joke, and he's exposing them, but sometimes he makes them bigger than they are. There's one the other week got 1,000 views because of him. You know, but he does do the bad ones. He does expose the bad people. Linear, I will seam you into my family party too. Merry Christmas. Emma, you've milked the birthday since the 22nd of November 2020. Don, do you want hitting with that spanner again? Kevin Peel, it's your birthday every day. You get a deal. Yeah, it's actually. I never thought of that. I'll have to try that, Kevin. David Barker, evening, Mr. and Mrs. Cockwell. What's your favourite breed of dog? Brian's is an American Akita. My dog's an American Akita. And mine is an American Bulldog. So they both can speak to each other. It's the same language. He sat down here, he never moves from me. There he is on the floor, just sat there watching me and your son. I always I appreciate people that have least of the time to message people back, Brian, and at least you do, mate. Thank you, Barry and Clyde.
Somebody else decency to text me. I'm starting to do a little bit to my fingers wet and my thumb starting to work on this hand, so I'm doing it with that hand a little bit. So I'm not giving much out, saying God bless it. So that's not me being ignorant. When my hand's fully working, I'll give you a better response. But I'm trying my hardest just with them. This hand, it's really bad still. Right,
the best way to get a WhatsApp message for your son is we have a separate phone that just takes messages, right? So if you message this phone number, your WhatsApp number, and you message what you want us to do or what you want Brian to do, no problem. I've just added the number, Roger. That's for you.
No problem, Roger, mate.
Once got a turkey for Christmas. It had 4 legs, so I thought everyone we're happy. LOL. Happy day, cats day. Right, silly bugs, lads and lasses, get over to Prime Video and search The Real Brian Cockerill. What a documentary. Right. Carol, exposure, brilliant. Right, Andy G. I deleted that by mistake as I tried to edit it. The carpal tunnel is a pain in the ass. I'm forever shaking my hands to get a bit of feeling back.
Yeah, well, that's what they thought. I had that mate, and it wasn't that. It's the vertebrae, 5 vertebrae were crushed, but they diagnosed me for 15 years with carpal tunnel. Nothing to do with the tunnel, carpal tunnel. And so that's why it was 15 years of this agony. But what you've just said, I tap the bottom of the bed like that. I'm tapping the bed so the nerves can, bit of blood could go man, so I keep them awake. So I put a towel on the thing so it does make a bit of a noise because you're banging it in the middle of the night, you know, the wood. So you're like doing that noise and just to circulate the blood.
One time I sleep, does it? Yeah. Chrissy Foster. Hiya, Chrissy, hope you're well.
Hello, Chrissy, mate. Oh, mate. Yeah. Brilliant lad. He knows a lot about training. Very, very good lad. I love him a bit.
And we'll give you a message this week. See when you're coming home next and stuff.
If we need to see you. Yeah. Good lad.
I'm sending lots of love to you.
Yeah.
What was your first ever car, Brian?
First ever car was a Cavalier sports one, like an SRI one. It was a yellow one with red stripes through it. All the Greek, I'll probably not remember. And I got that car. The first car I taxed was from Darlington off a lad. It was a 2.8 Scorpio. Cavalier, SRI Cavalier. Yeah. Yellow one with the red stripes across it. That was the first car I ever got. I think I paid 400 quid for it, and it cost me £200 for Ginger Allen to put a GTI engine in it from a red car, and he put that in for me, and it was a good car, that.
Oh, thanks, Ian Griffiths.
Thank you.
Tom 471. Good evening to Brian. I'm looking well, guys. Thank you. Hi, Tom from Catterick. We've missed you as well. I hope you're all right. And the family, I hope your little girl's all right and everything. Can you miss it? Christopher Foster, stuck here at the moment. We'll catch up in the next few days. Oh, yeah, that'll be great, Chris.
As long as you're okay and you're feeling good.
And we're always here for you.
Of course.
And anyone got any more questions for Brian or anything?
I had 33 minutes already. It's unbelievable how quick it goes when you're having a good time. Yeah, the old days were the best, I think, with all these computers. It's great, these computers out there, but there's a lot of badness on there, isn't there? So,
John Fellows, hello, guys.
The only thing you miss when you're a kid, you don't play as much as they used to when we were kids playing football, kick the can and run across. And I mean, Vulture, we made Paul Pounder come out, but we used to do all that stuff, run across, and we used to play all games, and we were out climbing trees, we go to the beach. We used to go to a place called the Otties, and it used to have hot water coming out. You'd sit in it when it was freezing, get nice and warm, and we used to sit in there for hours. It was a good time. You know, we had nothing. We used to go to the beach, get bags of coal. We used to put the sea coal on the fire, but you had to put like a fire guard round because the sea coal would have shells, and the shells would get red hot and come out and hit you in the face. Yeah. So that was a good day. So
John Fellows, hi, I'm banned from YouTube, but using my mates, it's Lee Garrett. Hi, Lee, hope you're well.
Hello, Lee, mate.
God bless you too. And we hope Mark Steele's okay.
Yes.
Donna Humble, hey, we're out and about, so can't stay on for long. Hey, Donna, hope to catch up with you later.
Yeah, no problem, Donna. You look after yourself and John.
Yeah.
Love you both.
Lee Bishop, good evening to you both. They enjoy SRI, yeah, that's right. David Baker, Brian, with food prices going up, do you have any tips for or hacks for eating well and for less?
Yeah, I'd go to Aldi, mate. I'll get me stuff out of there. You can go to Farm Food, you can get 18 pieces of chicken breast for a tenner. You can buy rice in Aldi's for a couple of quid, a big tub, and you have that. You can also have, you can get, like food out of Aldi's that are really, really cheap compared to the bigger shops. Yeah. And they're just as good for you, you know. You just have to make your own. You can get fish, you can make noodles, you can get tins of tuna. Cheap stuff, just as good as the day stuff.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Donna.
Thank you.
What was your best song of the 80s?
Oh, there's that many. There's loads. There was Adam and the Ants. There was The Police. There was Madness. There was Duran Duran. There was the Sex Pistols. Actually, they were out in the 70s. But there was there was that many, wasn't there? The Undertones. There was loads and loads.
Andrew Blantyre. Hi, Brian. What's your thought on vitamin B12, or is it just a rip off? God bless you.
Vitamin B12 very good. It's good to give you energy in your body. It helps to produce more hemoglobin, which is oxygen in the blood. So it gives you more energy. If you're feeling down, take vitamin B12. It's really good. And vitamin D. Vitamin D is just, you must take that this time of the year.
Loads of good questions tonight. I'm just going through them dead fast, not interrupting you. No. Do you know any lads from Bradford, Brian?
Yes, I do. I know Swabs down there, and you've quite a few lads down there. Karad, who's a car dealer down there, Italian lad. Yeah. I used to work with quite a few lads from Bradford.
Whiskey Miniature Collection, favourite 80s programme, Brian?
80s programme? I used to like Graham Jill when I was a kid, and I used to like Minder, and I used to like...
Andy Alice just said, did you remember running home to watch Graham Jill?
Yeah, Graham Jill was one of my favourite things when I was a kid. Tucker's Luck was another one that was a spin-off of it, because I had a motorbike the same day, about the same age, so I was a bit like him as a kid.
Fat Boy Slim, hi Brian and Mia, we're both so positive.
Yeah, you got to be mate.
And God bless. Donna, let's chat later. Definitely for sure, Donna.
Yeah.
Right, Tom, Brian, I've passed on your message to a few friends about anxiety recently. You can think something bad's going to happen for hours and days, and it never does. And that's so true.
That's right. Yeah, you can go on in your own head for hours and days and days, and it never happens. And even if it does, it's not the end of the world. Even if the worst thing does happen, it's not the end of the world.
I spent like about 6 or 7 years in that in that mode, and I never left the house hardly, and I used to think of the worst possible scenario, and even like take the dog out.
Not long ago when you were getting all these stupid threats and that.
Yeah, it creeped back into me when all these threats and that started happening on here. But I mean, how was that bad? I couldn't even take the dog for a walk. I'd get the lead on and think, oh, what if some lads are going to come with some more dogs and attack me? Or do you know what I mean? It's just crazy, and then none of it ever happened. But good to see you both. Keep up the good work. Andy Davies, night all. I'm off now. Good night, Andy.
Night, Andy.
I've got loads catching up to. Ryan Fitzpatrick, I like the porridge. Get that cheap.
Yeah, porridge is really good, mate, and pasta's really good. That's very cheap. You get porridge out of all these out of Tesco, very cheap. It's about £2 for a big massive kilo of.
Yeah, Brian, Madness are banging. Rustic Crafts by Great evening to you both. Hope you're well.
Thank you.
Taking turmeric. You were just on about this, week, Brian. Turmeric for sore joints, great stuff.
Yeah.
Daryl, right. Hi, Brian. Hope you're well. Who wins, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua?
Tyson Fury all day long.
Can't think of the name. What area are you from, Brian? Durham.
We're from the northeast. Just near Middlesbrough. We're at Stockton.
Yeah, Brewster. I know Karad or good lad. Oh, so he knows him from Bradford. That's mad, isn't it?
He used to live in a bungalow, and the lad got a car down there, and I went down to get it back. It was a Porsche. The lad tried to be clever with me, and I went down there and was sitting in my Karad, and I got a Cosworth off him and everything. It was alongside, it's in the book, the Taxman book. Yeah. I sat down with Karad and sat with him, shook hands. Lovely man.
You'll have to tell him Brian's asking about him.
Lovely person he is.
That'd be nice.
I know everyone everywhere, so as people don't realise how many people I know. We've been in a lot of the jails and doing a lot of deals, and obviously was doing the ecstasy in them days. It was all over the country working with people, so it was like people from everywhere. Yeah,
Kevin Peel, did you used to watch wrestling back in the day? We've got
Big Daddy used to
maximum of about 30 seconds answers, I think, to catch up with these.
Big Daddy, easy.
Emma, can you ask Brian about the time when he went to tax a man and someone found stuff under the carpet?
That was Lee Duffy, wasn't me, mate. Lee was trying to tax a lad. He took 5,000 ecstasy off him, and he knew he had cannabis because somebody had dropped some cannabis there. And Lee kept standing over this carpet, crossing over. Where's the gear? And he kept scrolling on, and there was 10 kilos of cannabis under this carpet.
Thank you, Andrew Taylor. Respect Brian Trugen. I remember a few years ago, peace from Scotland. Thank you. There were the good old days. There were vitamin B12 injections. Carol can't think of the name. 2 seconds. I've just gone too far up. 2 seconds. Go up a bit more. Right. Brian, have you travelled abroad much?
Yeah, quite a lot. Yeah.
What do you think of meditation? No, we're not into meditation really. Jesus Christ is the only only meditation we need. Favourite film, Brian?
Oh, there's that many. Could go on for Indiana Jones films. There's Stand By Me. There's loads and loads of films. Tony Turner were talking about this. We must have mentioned 100 different films. Nearly all of them are from the 80s.
Did you know anyone from Blackburn?
Yeah, I was in jail with a lad, Big Dom. He worked the doors there. We was in Habrick with him. Jail. We were in there. Big tall lad, about 6'4", 6'5". Nice lad. He worked the doors, bit of a bodybuilder.
Yeah, it was, Ryan. Absolutely horrendous. I would sit with no telly on or no sound on or anything. It was awful time.
You'll sit and listen for something outside.
Yeah.
You'll hear a little noise, and that little noise goes in there. The big bad bull.
I never listened to music till I re-met Brian again. I used to not even listen to music or anything, and I used to love music. Hope you're all doing good. Brian, do you like monkey magic?
Yeah, I loved it. Clouds. People have got clouds on about.
Yeah, it's
good. Jump in the cloud and fly about all over.
It was all on dead late, wasn't he?
Oh, Fish Monster.
Cover part of tonight, Brian, you're watching. Can't think of the name. Will do. Right, 2 secs. Just let me catch up. There's loads. Kirby Rompson, hi, Brian and Emma. Happy birthday for tomorrow. What's your best tips to help wind down before going to bed? Hope you're both okay. Thank you, Kirby Rompson and Brian.
Yeah, what I do is I listen to the radio on a podcast. Listen to a positive podcast radio about maybe Jesus or something, or I listen to a old Sherlock Holmes 1940s one. Something that just brings to mind. I don't watch any type horror films I got because you're watching the horrors or murder films. You've got that in your head going to bed, so you're projecting that in your mind. That's the last thing you thought of. So sometimes I'm not watch a horror and you'll go, can we watch a cartoon or something now, or a cowboy film, so you can not remember the horror film we've just watched. So that's another trick to do. If you are going to watch a horror, watch something afterwards, like a cowboy film.
Ian Longworth, how are you doing, Brian? Met you with Rob Raw from Peterlee.
Yeah, Rob's a good lad.
Glad to meet you with him. Right, think Lee was around then. Right, Brian, do you recommend eating food after 10 p.m. or is it bad for digestive?
It's not good eating at that late, mate, unless you're going to eat. If you're going to eat late at night, I'd eat eggs, things like eggs, because it's protein. There's no carbs in it. Anything, no carbs whatsoever, like white bread and stuff on it late at night. A protein drink's good to eat, the one without any sugars in, because it's just protein. And another thing that's really good is peanut butter to eat. Really good, just get that down because it's protein. If you don't hold a lot of calories with that.
Hiya, Gary Clark.
Oh, Gary Clark, great lad from Norton.
I watched your Taxman documentary the other day. What happened to the parrot that was going to tell the police about the bodies? Oh,
I saw him, I called Stumpy. And he started talking like mad after that.
Billy Idol, $6 million man. We have the technology to rebuild him.
Well, that's me, innit? Brian Cockerill. We have the technology to rebuild him. 3 operations in 7 months it'll be. It's unbelievable.
Andrew Taylor, looking good, bro. Anything you need, just contact me, Scotland. Thank you, Andrew, so much.
Andrew Taylor. God bless you, son.
Yeah, who was the strongest person you ever met, Brian? Who was the strongest pound 2?
Strongest person I ever met? I've met some people, but I was always stronger than them. But the people I met, I was always stronger. It was probably myself.
Yeah.
That I met. I don't really know anyone else.
Right, any more questions? We're down to 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah.
So, any more questions or anything you want? God bless you both, Brian and Emma. Thank you, Brian, Mark. God bless you too.
God bless you.
So, anything else while we're still on? Let's have a look. Angeli, can you do an impression of Monkey Magic again? My wife loved it.
Cloud, and the cloud would come, and he'd jump on the cloud and he'd go, mad, monkey music. People in that was in 1978, that was out. We used to come home from school and watch that about 8 o'clock at night, used to be on.
Right, so there's loads and loads coming through.
There's another one called The Water Magic. That was another great one. It was dubbed. We used to love watching that. My brother Peter and my brother Bobby and then my sister Catherine. We used to all watch that now, Jamie. We used to love watching it. It was brilliant. And on a Saturday morning, we used to get cartoons on and Tarzan used to come on the telly and everything. And yeah, great time.
Right, I'm going to have to go through these last few. Dead quick. Right, night, have a good week. Thank you, Fat Boy Slim. Brian, how long have you been clean from drugs?
2.5, yeah.
Right. Thanks for the show, guys. You're very welcome. Kim Peel, 80s was great for T&P music. Brian agrees with that. He loves it, don't you?
Yeah.
Peter Harrison, all right, Brian. That's
right, yeah, you're right, mate.
Hold on. That's Brian. I was just gone. Yes, class, water margin.
Water margin, brilliant.
And
Kids, Night Rider was good.
Just signed in bride for my kid. Used to get bullied by 25 son up to 9 years older than me, from a kid up till 30, 31. I'm 35 now, no more than still then. Good lad. Brian, do you know Stephen French?
I don't know Stephen French, but I was supposed to do a deal with him with Ben Span for the anti-knife campaign, but it got cancelled because of the COVID. Also, that it was obviously scared, right? Where do you get your needles for your hair? Oh, blimey neck. Did McIntyre try and make you fake attacks? Yeah, he did try. We've asked him to do a live tax, but I think he can do it. We're going to do it, take the faces out and black it out. And if I'd have done that, I'd have been caught by the police, because they just took the cameras off them and charged me for robbery. Jay Redwood, of course, we'll pray for you. If you'd like to just say what we're praying for, or if you just want us to pray in general, we'll pray in general. Pray for every time we come off this channel, we go and pray when we go to bed later on. We pray for everyone who's been on here and everyone else in the world to get better. And that's everybody, not just the good guys, even the bad guys. Yeah, the bad ones as well. The bad ones, we're trying to help them more than the good ones, because they're lost their way, so we're trying to help them. Right. Anyway, we will have to love yous all and leave yous, but it's been lovely speaking to you all. Don't forget, it's his birthday tomorrow. Yes. And don't forget. Give it out. Yeah. Sorry, Brian, that was my brother about that, the needle thing. Yes, I've just been daft. So it's okay. 80s music was best. Right, we're going now. So, night, God bless all yous, and all have a lovely weekend. What's left of it? Yeah. Right. No problem. God night. God bless you all. Bye bye. Thank you very much. Bye bye.